Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you're good. So on Tuesday, I'm driving to Italy for my MOT because I've got a concert in Milan on Saturday. And also to vote for the European elections, which are the second biggest elections in the world. The first ones are the Indian elections. Before Brexit, you could vote from the UK, but now you've got to travel back to your own European country. So yeah, I'm doing that because I've already got to go back to do my MOT and for the concert. Otherwise, I don't think I would have traveled back, as it's very expensive, because obviously they're not giving you the money back. The only thing that you're getting is a discount on the national railways, Italian national railways, which is not very useful if you live in Scotland. Anyway, I decided that I'm going to get the ferry from Newcastle to Amsterdam. It's the first time that I'm going to do that route. In the past, I did the Rotterdam to Hull and the Eurotunnel, so from Calais to Folkestone. I decided to get the ferry from Newcastle because I don't want to drive 8 hours to to Folkestone. I'd rather just drive 3 hours to Newcastle and then be on the ferry for 15 hours and then drive the 10 hours from Amsterdam to Italy. It's very expensive compared to the Eurotunnel, but I think more or less I'm paying the same thing I would be paying if I were to drive to Folkestone, because in that case I would have to pay for more petrol for a B&B or a hotel, and then the Eurotunnel was about 150 euros, while the ferry from Newcastle to Amsterdam is 400 euros, 320 pounds. So it's very expensive, but it's a 15-hour crossing, so I guess I get it. I'll be traveling with a ferry from company DFDS, while in the past I only tried P&O from Rotterdam to Hull. I can't say I'm looking forward to it because it's not a road trip that I do for a holiday or just for fun. You know, it's something I'm forced to do because my MOT expires at the end of June. I won't be able to stop in the Netherlands or Switzerland, but still, it's got to be done. I'm not too worried about the 3 hours to Newcastle. However, I am a bit worried about driving from Amsterdam to Italy because I'm so used to driving on the left side of the road here that I'm a bit worried that I will get mixed up. But my grandmother is coming to do the journey with me, so I will have company to remind me to stay on the right side of the road. I don't know where I'll be sleeping in Europe. I don't think I will drive 10 hours in a day. I would like to break the journey. I see that after 5 hours I'll be around Frankfurt in Germany, so I've got to ask a friend of mine who's from Frankfurt if she's going to be there that day. However, I don't think so because she's living in Spain now. We will be staying in a cabin with a bunk bed. I will put videos of that here to show you. 15 hours is going to be a long time, and I'm sure the ship is going to be huge and there's going to be plenty of restaurants and bars and shops too. Also, I picked this route instead of the other one, which usually makes me drive across France for a lot of hours because driving through France is very expensive, both petrol wise, both for the highway, you've got to pay the highway, while from the Netherlands to Italy you don't have to. Actually, you've got to pay in Switzerland. I will have to buy the sticker that you stick on the windshield for this year. I don't have it. In Italy we live very close to the Swiss border, so usually we go to Switzerland for petrol because it's cheaper, and they also sell the highway stickers, I don't know how you call them, at the petrol stations. I will have to remember to buy one in the first petrol station in Switzerland, and I don't feel like driving through cities and villages. Like, no thank you. I want to drive the fastest, the quickest way, and that is the highway. And I've been speaking a lot already, so let's go. If you like, let me know if you've ever done that journey. I mean, if you've ever taken your car from Europe mainland to the UK or vice versa, and if you like that kind of road trip, or you're not really a fan and you'd rather travel with the plane or with public transport, let me know. I'm curious. What a beautiful weather. Beautiful weather.
Gevolgd worden door een aankondiging via de luidsprekers.
Meine Damen.
It's the first time I'm speaking because I've been driving, and so it's the first time I get a chance to speak. We are in Germany. We're stopping for lunch. It's 1:45 and we're quite hungry because we had a croissant and a cappuccino for breakfast at 8:30, no, I think it was 9 o'clock on the ferry. And so yeah, it's time to eat, to have some energy for all the hours of driving which are left, about 8. I'm a bit tired, but not that tired yet, thankfully. So I think after lunch I will get even more energy. The ferry was so beautiful, everyone was so kind. like the staff, when they welcomed you on board, you felt like you were in a 5-star hotel. And the cabin was very nice as well. It was quite small, but I was expecting that because, you know, cabins on ships are always quite small. We had a beautiful dinner. I could not get tired of that view. I also saw a dolphin. I spotted a dolphin, just one, but still can't complain. The waiter was so lovely. His name was Ernie. And then we also went to the cinema to pass the time, you know. We watched the Amy Winehouse movie, Back to Black. It was beautiful, a really beautiful movie. I didn't think it would be that nice. The only thing is that the cinema was very uncomfortable. Like the chairs were very uncomfortable. They were chairs. They weren't armchairs or cinema chairs, and the movie lasted 2 hours, but yeah, it was nice to see. I'll go for lunch now. In the end, I managed to drive all the way from Amsterdam to home on Lake Como. I didn't think I would be able to do this. I don't know how I did it. Probably thanks to the caffeine and the Red Bulls. Well, the caffeine in the Red Bulls that I had. We got home at 1 a.m. basically. I must say that I managed to do that because the highway was beautiful, really well kept in the Netherlands, in Germany, in Switzerland as well. In Italy, I didn't really do highway because as soon as you leave Switzerland, Lake Como is the first exit on the highway. At one point, the situation was tragic in Germany because we had just left the Netherlands and there was no service station. And I was bursting. I really had to go to the toilet, and also the petrol in my car was running out. And so I searched for the closest petrol station to the highway, and we had to leave the highway and go to the petrol station in a village, basically. That wasn't very convenient, to be honest. I ran to the toilet of the petrol station. Thankfully there was a toilet. I was ready to stop in the woods. As soon as we got into Switzerland, the situation got easier because I know Switzerland as I've been studying in Switzerland, and also it's not a big country, so I knew the cities. I didn't need the sat-nav anymore. That's when I got more relaxed, and we stopped in a beautiful service station with a beautiful view. It was really quiet for a service station. We were one of the last ones to have dinner, and the landscape was really beautiful. And also in Switzerland, we've been super lucky because we arrived at the Gotthard tunnel just in time, because we had no idea that it would close from 11 p.m. until 1:30 a.m. and we arrived at the Gotthard tunnel at 10:52. So had we arrived 8 minutes later, it would have been closed, because obviously, we're in Switzerland, so everyone is on time. Had we found that closed, we would have stopped to sleep there, because I was so tired and I couldn't have waited 2 hours and a half to do the tunnel. It wouldn't have been easy as it was late at night, and I don't know if we would have found a room, also because I had no internet, because I've got a Scottish SIM and an Italian SIM. So in the Netherlands and in Germany I had data, I could use the internet, and then in Switzerland I could not use the internet, and then in Italy I could use the internet. So it was in and out from the European Union, starting from the UK, obviously. All in all, it was a great journey. I really enjoyed it, even though it was extremely tiring. But compared to getting the Eurotunnel, I saved 6 hours of driving, basically,